say less. Peace, big love, big blessings, even bigger living, everything that comes with it and everything in between. You are tuned in to Thinking Out Loud with Samuel David. It's just a conversation. And Thinking Out Loud is a place of comfort, empathy, accountability, recognizing where we've been, where we are, and where we're going, giving people a space to get their thoughts out, right? As well as bringing those around our world closer to our world. So make sure you like and subscribe and all that good stuff they say on YouTube or wherever you're watching from. But enough of all that. Today I got a special guest. All guests are special, right? But I got a special guest today. She is an esthetician. That's a very hard word to say.
Yes.
She is an esthetician, podcast host of Beauty and Hustle.
Yes.
Right? She is a motivational speaker and just an overall dope spirit and dope individual. Today I got Tyra, aka MissBoss.
In the building.
In the building. What's up? How are you?
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
Hey, I'm glad you came back.
Yes.
Right,
yes, absolutely.
Had a little behind the scenes mishap on the last show. It was great conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, we might dive all the way back into some of that. We might go somewhere else, but I'm just excited to have you here.
I'm glad to be back.
I like that energy.
I'm glad to be back.
You see, I did the handshake thing like you do on the show when they on the couch with you.
Shaking the hand with a friend.
Come on, that part. The question I start every episode of Thinking Out Loud with, right, is how is your spirit?
You know, as of right now,
Okay.
I could say my spirit is in a balancing place. Like it's balanced.
Okay.
Like I was telling you coming in, you know, life been having its trial moments.
Yeah.
But I have not been letting that affect the greater. You feel me?
100%.
So today it's kind of just, you know, I'm trying to take the positive out of everything, kind of put the negative in the back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Outside.
Keep it pushing.
What gives you the spirit to be able to keep the negative in the back? Because life be lifing.
Life do be lifing. It do. But I'm going to take more energy diving and focusing on the negative and not getting nothing out of it compared to put my energy towards the positive. Both of them going to take energy.
Yeah.
So it's either I'm going to put my energy towards the positive and get something out of it, or I'm going to put it towards the negative and then be looking crazy.
Because you got to give it either way.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh, you can't want to hear preaching. You can't want to hear preaching. I like that energy. You know what's dope? I think since the last time we sat down and chopped, we popped up Embrace Film together.
Yes.
Right? Doing a podcast. And I won't spoil the film for those who ain't seen it, but we towards the end of the film. I ain't had a chance to watch it yet. You had a chance to watch it?
Yes, I went to the premiere.
It was fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
We popped up on the screen. I said, oh.
I love that. So, as we're filming this, it's holiday season, right? And a lot of times, holiday season brings around a lot of different things, a lot of different feelings, a lot of different emotions, different family aspects, things of that nature. What's holiday season like for you in your world? You said a second ago you ain't putting on no Christmas tree this year. Yeah,
I'm just not feeling the holiday spirit. I ain't gonna lie to you. Am I gonna be negative about it? No. It's just, you know, with my daughter not being here, it kind of puts an emotional state in the house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like I don't want to take the celebration away from my son. But it's like I have to find my median in it, you know? Like, okay, am I going to celebrate or am I not?
Yeah.
I am celebrating, it's just I'm not in spirit, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Holidays ain't easy.
Yeah.
Right, like, cause you definitely start missing the loved ones that ain't here.
Yeah.
Right, but then I love how you said that balance of being able to provide for the ones that's here. Right, cause you're a motivational speaker, right? If you had to give people watching and just that piece of motivation for folks who are struggling through the holidays, right? What's a piece of advice you would give them?
Be in the moment. Love on the people that's around. Whether it's you're not doing your traditional, what you used to, just love on the people that's around you, because that's what it's really all about. You know, it ain't about the gifts and all the extra stuff. And that's really what we're gonna go back a little bit on your question. I'm gonna just love on them even more on that day. We might eat a little bit of food, but I'm not just so much diving into the normality of Christmas.
For sure. For sure. What kind of food you cooking?
See, I don't do the cooking on the holidays.
Well, okay,
I don't even go
okay.
in front to you. I don't do the cooking.
Yeah.
But we see my mom Dukes do that. Shout out to Mom Dukes.
Yeah.
She gonna do her Dougie on the cooking.
Okay. She do the Wing Wednesday too at the Fire.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. And the Nelson's Kitchen, them your peoples?
Yep.
Because every time they drop a post, I'm on there trying to get a giveaway,
Yeah.
right? And I see you on there celebrating their success.
Yeah.
What is that like having loved ones, right? Because again, we talk about that balance of who's not here and who's here, but seeing loved ones of yours like reaching high levels of success while you on your path to great success as well.
Like, how do I feel about it?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Word.
You know, and just coming from the background that we come from, it's just great to see that that's even in our hands. You know, and it's even greater to see the mindset changes, because you can see the success on the outside, but if you really in that immediate circle and you're seeing people really physically changing their mindset and how they're structuring their business, how they're dealing with customer service, how they're taking feedback. So that's the thing. It's like, dang, you know, coming from our background, that's amazing. You know, it's growth, and I love it. I love every bit of it.
Come on. Hey, at the time of filming this, we're gonna give Nelson's Kitchen a major shout out.
Absolutely.
Because they really are the best.
Yeah.
Maybe they might want to sponsor. We don't know. We're gonna put it out there in the world. Okay, so we thinking out loud. We're gonna go all over the place because that's what we do on Thinking Out Loud. And this is your space to get your thoughts off, of course, right? You know, I got different segments. First segment I want to start with is the mirror moment, right? So this is you in a room full of mirrors, solo dolo, nobody else in the room with you, right? And obviously, right, when you're in a room full of mirrors, all your blind spots is covered. Typically, when you're out in the world, you only see what's in front of you.
Yeah.
But in this room full of mirrors, you got front, side to side, and the back, right? In this room full of mirrors, Tyra, when you see yourself, what do you see?
A strong individual that is willing to conquer anything. A woman that's full of hurt that don't sit in her hurt. And a woman that's open-minded and willing to make a change. Even if it hurts me, I'm willing to make the change. That's what I see.
That's what you see. Oh, that's beautiful. Nah, real life though, because what brought you to a space? Because you said a woman that's hurt but don't sit in the hurt.
Yeah, I'm just being honest. It's there, you know. It's just a lot of broken pieces, and I'm just trying to pick up the puzzles and structure my foundation in a way where I don't let myself sit in that hurt. You know what I'm saying? That kind of goes back to the negative and the positive.
Yeah.
You know, I can take the hurt and turn it into something, or I can take it and just be like, oh, I'm hurt. I don't know what to do, and just fall in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ooh. When is the last time, so we talk about the hurt, when is the last time you felt healed or whole?
Yeah, that's been a long time. I'm not gonna sit here and play like I'm healed, and I'm not gonna sit here and play like I'm whole. But I'm getting by with grace.
Word.
You know, and the healing time is gonna come. It's gonna be a time I feel genuinely in my heart that I will be genuinely healed and be able to just be pure, have a purity about myself and just be genuinely happy all the way across the board. But as of right now and as we're speaking, it's a process. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. It's been a lot of crazy ups and downs and life trauma. And I'm just trying to get through it, but I gotta feel it to get through it. And that's where within myself, I try to live in my emotions, but not dwell in them. And I feel like those are two different things. You living through your emotions, you're being able to feel them, so you know what you don't want to go back to. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm feeling these emotions while I'm getting through it, with me saying I'm getting through it, I'm still keeping my feet moving, but I'm still feeling these emotions. So then when I do reach that healing moment and I'm completely healed, I know how that feels, and I know how I don't want to get back to that.
100%.
Feel what I'm saying?
it's ill, right? So a lot of times, some of the most funny comedians, right, they laugh through their pain, right? A lot of times, motivational speakers, right, you've had to go through something to help others get through it, right? And we're gonna open the conversation all the way up, right? So you mentioned holiday season. Your baby girl's not here. You're here with your son, and your daughter. You lost your daughter to suicide, right? What is that like as a parent? And what voice would you provide other parents who may have had the same situation happen?
Lord Jesus, all I can say is learn.
Okay.
Learn. And when we go through a drastic situation like that, we question ourselves. Because I question myself every day, still to this day. I question myself. What could I did better as a mother? What could have did to not make you feel like, you wanted to do something like that? But at the end of the day, I had to stop putting that much weight on myself, because as a parent, we can only love so much. You know what I mean? We can, as myself, I feel like I was a great mother, and some people will doubt themselves when those circumstances come about. But I say this to anybody that has ever dealt with this: give yourself grace. You have to give yourself grace. Don't play the blame game. And pray and give it to God and ask God to show you some understanding, because that's something you will never be able to understand on your own. It's not nothing that's easy to understand, and it's not nothing that you're going to understand overnight.
Yeah.
It's something that's a process. It's possible.
Okay.
Because I feel like I came a long way from where I was.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a process, but it's possible.
It's possible.
And they can get through it. If I could get through it, y'all can get through it.
For sure. It's a process, but it's possible.
Yes.
You up here rapping. That's a bar, right? And it's a real thing, right? I was at church this past weekend, and one of the things the preacher was talking about was essentially like how I received it was God ain't worried about you asking him why.
Yeah.
Right? Like God ain't worried about you questioning him and things of that nature. When you think about losing your daughter, right, and losing her father prior to that, right? Like, how often did you question God, and do you still question God?
A lot.
A lot.
When the situation occurred, I stopped going to church. I'm honest to say and bold to say that I stopped praying. I didn't want to hear nothing. I didn't want to hear nothing about God. I don't want to hear nobody saying they're going to pray for me. I was just angry, because if I go deeper into the situation, when I'm standing over my baby, I'm praying, and I'm asking God to save her. Please, God, save my baby, and you didn't save my baby. Why? So it made me question him a lot in a major way. But I had to find myself again, and I know the roots that I came from. I was raised in the church, My grandma always told me, if you ain't got nothing else, you got God, just pray about it. I know I'm mad at him, I know I'm angry at him, but ain't nobody gonna solve this puzzle but him. So I had to come back. I had to move backwards, like, okay, I know you're angry. I know it's hard. I know you're sad. I know you're full of emotions, but pour them emotions into your prayer. If you gotta fuss at them, fuss at them.
Word.
You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
up.
But pour that out in your prayers, because you can pour so much out into a human being. Let's say your therapist or your mother or your friend. It's not the same. They can't heal you like God can heal you.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking from experience. If I would have depended on a human being to help me get through this, I don't think I would be as far as I am.
Word. Ooh, wait. So I got a question that comes up in that then. So you talk about grandma's wisdom, and grandma's got some of the greatest wisdom. I like to say these days ain't enough grandmas around, which is a whole nother conversation, right? But you remember, you recognize that, but do you know the moment, or do you remember the moment where you was like, okay, I can't do this on my own, right? Like, God, I need you.
Yes. It got to a point where I wanted to take my own life. It was just, it was over with for me in my mind, And something really took over me. I ain't gonna lie. Something took over me, and I said a prayer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like my thought process went in the opposite direction. So it's like in that moment, it switched up on me. I can't explain that moment into details because it's just like, it was like an intimate moment.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I remember I was laying on the ground and I got up and it was like he said everything was gonna be okay. Tighten up, you are strong. I'm here with you every step of the way. I just need you to keep moving.
Ooh.
You got a son, keep moving, keep moving. And since that day forward, I've been moving. And maybe days I'm crying, I'll cry in the shower, I'll cry at home, I'll cry, but I'm gonna keep it pushing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna let it out, but I'm gonna keep going every single day. You know, so like I said, you gotta find grace in every situation.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, you'll drown.
First of all, I appreciate you sharing all of that, right? Because that ain't easy, right? Grief is a crazy thing, losing a loved one, right? And I think that's one thing we all have in common in this life thing is we're gonna lose somebody, right? And I always think of the difference between what happens to us, what happens around us, right? And losing somebody definitely feels like something that happens to us, right? So I appreciate you sharing that.
Absolutely.
For sure. Now, kind of looking on the other side of that, right? You motivating the hell out of folks.
Yeah.
You on the internet making sure folks know, like, yo, today might not be what you really giving the game.
Yeah.
Right. And that's somebody that does very similar in that action, right? I respect it and I love it because people don't realize how much motivation they need. That motivation is fleeting, right? It might be here today, gone tomorrow, but just that reminder, that voice, a voice outside of your own,
Yes.
reminding you like you're gonna be straight. You can
Yes.
get through it, you can do it. Right. Do you have anybody that keeps you accountable to you?
If I'm being honest, my team kind of, you know, keep me on my toes, you know, my business team. But
You the mama over there on that business team, ain't you?
I'll be trying to, you know, somewhat. But if I'm being honest, it's when I'm gonna just say it like this, when I am creating those videos, when I'm creating all those motivational videos, yes, I'm grateful and I'm happy that it's helping individuals. But if I'm being honest, when I'm looking in that camera, just like I'm seeing myself right here, that's motivation to me too. You know, so as I'm making them videos and I'm speaking them words, I'm reminding myself. So not only that I'm helping peers, I'm helping myself every day.
I love that.
So the motivational videos helps me too.
I love that. I started mine the same way.
Yeah.
Working at home, sitting in the house, like it was a challenge, it was a struggle. And I said, you know, I'm gonna talk to myself. I'm just thinking out loud. It's a conversation if you choose to engage.
Yeah.
And further down the line, it turns into this.
Yes.
Right. So it's so powerful when God puts something on you to do for yourself. Right. And then you see how others truly reap the benefits of that when you walking in purpose. So I love that.
Yes.
I love that, Tyra. Come on now.
Come on with it.
We still in this room full of mirrors.
Yes.
Right. What is the last thing that you learned about yourself?
My strength. The last thing I learned about myself is I have more strength than I think I have. I have it.
Yeah.
And I used to question myself about the strength, but it's there.
Yeah.
And I love that about myself. I love that I can endure so many things that I look around the world and some people would have been croaked over. You know what I'm saying? And the strength that I have is a powerful thing. And I thank God every day that I have the strength that I have.
Yeah.
And that's what recently I have realized, like my strength is incredible.
I love that. Oh, see, and just hear, so it's wild hearing that. I was just thinking, I was having a train of thought the other day, like, of course you hear it all the time, people talk about strong Black women. And the immediate thought of me, like I'm a married man, 14 years, like I don't need my wife to be a strong Black woman, right? Because that comes with, there's no other race of women that have to be a strong white woman or a strong Hispanic woman, right? And it has a connotation of like they have to do everything. Hearing the way you just broke that down, it's a much different thought process on it.
Yes, because I see, and how you perceive it, I don't see it that way, because when I'm speaking on strength, I'm speaking on strength as my mental capacity.
Yeah.
You know, because strength is in the mind. You know, it's all in the thought process. So if I'm allowing negatives to cover my mind, what do you think your strength's gonna be like?
100%.
But if I'm allowing positivity to cover my mind, my strength gonna be up there.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. So we got one last question in this room full of mirrors, right? And then we might jump back. I don't know. We're going to be all over the place just thinking out loud. So you talk about what you learned about yourself. What is something that you've had to recently unlearn about yourself and like really let go? Like, you know, this does not serve me. I may have had this wrong. Maybe this ain't the way things should be. Like, what's the last thing you had to unlearn?
I would say, in a way, I'm not gonna say being too kind, being too nice, being the one that always want to mend things,
Okay.
being the one that just, you know, just want everybody to love on each other.
You a Libra, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going, my fault. Keep going.
Yes, and that's my downfall.
Okay.
Absolutely, because it come to a point, it's like you can't keep beating on no dead horse, because they have to want it. You know, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. I could show you what love supposed to feel like, or, you know, I might not have the love down pack 100%, but I know what it's supposed to look like. I know what it's supposed to feel like as a family, as a friendship, as a relationship, as whatever it may be. So that's a thing that I had to subtract.
Ooh, what did that do for life? Because I mean, when you come to when you're the one who does all of that work, and then you stop, people look at you crazy,
Yeah.
right? Like they talk bad about you. They act like you doing something wrong when you just putting up boundaries, right? So how did that thought process change and affect your relationships even?
Real understand. You know, people really know what they be doing in the bottom of their heart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keeping it real. A person know when they wrong, and a person know, like, okay, maybe you just going through some things and you just got to figure it out. So if I'm being honest, the relationships that it did affect, I don't honestly believe, hey,
Fuck them.
yeah, I have to focus on bigger things, you
Yeah.
know, and me try to pat you on your back and make you feel okay just by them and your feelings. I have to express my feelings too. So we can try to come to an understanding and grow from it. But if you don't see growth in your emotions and how you deal with your emotions and how you love on your people, then hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna love you at a distance. I still love you,
Yeah.
but it's at a distance for sure.
Ooh. So how hard is that?
Hard. It
For somebody
is.
who's normally, you know.
It's hard. I'm not gonna. It's hard. It's very hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard, cause it's like, even when I'm loving them people with just at a distance with a long handle spoon, it's like, dang man, I want to bring you into my arms and pull you closer, but I know it's gonna affect me
Yeah.
in a negative way. So I have to tell myself and remind myself, you're either gonna do this and handle them at a long distance so you can keep your mental capacity where in the direction it needs to go, or you're gonna babysit their emotions. So which one are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What's more important?
You got to put your mask on first.
Yeah.
Oh, we still red, right? I heard that might have been his camera. Okay. Shout out to the behind the scenes cameraman getting busy with the flick. So that leads me to another question. So, you know, I do a little bit of research before conversation. I get to scrolling the social medias, doing a little bit of Googles. And you've had a few posts recently.
Oof.
Right? You already know I'm going with it.
Hey, I might, I don't know. That's why I said, oof.
But it's more so, right, like, kind of with everything you just spoke on. You setting boundaries, right? You letting folks know, like, if you got a problem, specifically ladies, right? If you got a problem with me, like, that's just jealousy, because all I do is take care of my son, work, and do fly shit.
That's it.
Right? Like, why do you think that type of jealousy or hate comes your way?
Because the jealousy is gonna be there because I don't do anything flawed to anybody around me, friend, relationship, family. I'm a genuinely good person. I've never had ill intentions for nobody.
For sure.
So that jealousy is gonna come in when you know this person has not did anything to you but support you, love you unconditionally. If I could give you the shirt off my back, I'll give you the shirt off my back. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you can't brand me any other way. So that, I feel like, starts to turn into enviness because it's like, dang, what can I say about this person?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really can't say nothing bad about this person, but she ain't fooling with me no more. So that's when that jealousy starts to kick in. It may have been envious from the start, and now you just didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
And then that envious turn into jealousy, and then you gonna look up and they gonna be saying how much they hate you. But they ain't gonna talk about all them times you was there.
Yeah.
You know, when they needed a shoulder to cry on, or when they needed your support in any way. But hey, I absolutely cannot put my energy there anymore.
Word.
I can't.
Straight up.
Like, I'm going for the positive world. I see myself in a whole planet where it's just nothing but happiness. And if I see myself on that planet and I'm worried about what you're talking about, or worried about what Negative Susie over here is saying and Mr. Negative Nancy over here,
Yeah.
good luck getting to that planet that I'm dreaming about in my head. You feel me?
Yeah.
So with that, going back to that status, it's just, you know how some negative Susies are. And it's just about creating them boundaries. When you start creating boundaries and you stop allowing certain things that you would have probably allowed in your past, now you different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Because I ain't allowing what I was allowing before.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I'm going to keep my toes on the ground.
One of my favorite Jay-Z lines, he say, people look at you strange and say you changed, huh? Like, I worked that hard to stay the same, huh? Like, yo, yeah, I'm a little different than I was before.
Yeah.
Because I worked on me.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm still me. It's a different version of me, a better version of me. And it sounds like you enjoyed the worst version of me because you ain't came from where you was at, right? And so now it may be, like I said, envy, jealousy, intimidation. Like, I just hate you because I can't be what you're doing, or I can't see myself as great as you see yourself.
Which I don't even understand that, because honestly, I'm the type of person, anybody around me, when it comes to success, I'm trying to feed everybody's mouth.
Word.
What can you do? What can you bring to the table so I can put you in the spotlight in some type of way? Because I'm not trying to be the only person that's going up the ladder.
Yeah.
I need everybody to be going up the ladder, because the people that ain't going up the ladder that's just sitting around, you already know what them is.
What are they? Talk to us.
Leeches.
Ooh, okay.
And I don't have time for those.
Yeah.
I don't have time for those, because those can be dangerous.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't see nothing within themselves that they see valuable, that they feel like, oh, I can do this, or I can bring this to the table. So they just sit back and observe and be mad. And then when you might look up and something so bad can happen, because that whole time that person, they just don't see no greater in them. But they want to sit around and soak up your energy.
For sure.
Instead of saying, hey, I like the way you do that. Can I come shadow you? Or, hey, can you teach me, can you teach me how to do that?
Yeah.
It's too much pride.
Ooh, pride is a killer. 100%. Ooh, hold on real quick. I got to check this camera because I didn't do something earlier. Okay, cool. So pride is a killer.
Yes.
To the max, right? Of men, women, kids, right? Like that just the thought of, can you help me? Right? Not, can I leech off you, but like, can you show me how to be great like you being great? People struggle with that, right? And sometimes it's hard to, on the other side, it's hard to give because you feel like somebody might be trying to leech off you.
Yeah.
Right? And so then there's a dual contradiction there, right? How do you practice discernment to recognize like somebody is here because I can genuinely help them out and they're not leeching, versus like, no, you're just trying to take from me? And
I can honestly say I can feel when a person is trying to leech off of me.
Okay.
Your energy, when you come around, what do you speak about? What do you do? How do you interact with me when I am doing something and it's something that you want to learn? Are you walking out the room when it's something that you said you wanted to learn instead of being insight on that? No, you just want me to hand you something. That's what you want. You feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I know to recognize them.
For sure.
You know, it's all in their attention span to what you're doing. You can't tell me you're looking for an opportunity, especially if it's something that I already do. And every time I'm doing it, you over there effing off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's going to start to look to me as you just want me to give you something.
100%.
And no, I work hard.
Off top. Off top. I'm here for it.
So I need you to work hard as me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we work hard together, we might build something crazy.
Off top. Ooh, come on, Tyra. Okay, so next segment. This one is If I Ruled the World. So like it's like the Nas and Lauryn Hill song. Like if I ruled the world, like you are in a space where you can make a change, right? If you ruled the world, what is something that you would change in regards to relationships? And I'm not just talking like, I'm talking like relationships in general, like partnership, relationship, friendship in general, that whole shebang.
People really knowing the definition of loyalty, because that's where it all starts. People get so confused into this society. I feel like it's then got worse since I was growing up.
Okay.
People don't have no loyalty. People damn near don't even care if what you didn't help them with or how long y'all been friends. It's just like, hey, you're just another person. And that's not cool, you know? I feel like if people start appreciating the value of loyalty, relationships will be better. The relationships you build with people, no matter, like you said, if it's an intimate relationship, friendship, business relationship, you know, show your loyalty to what that relationship, whatever that relationship that you have built, keep that loyal stone with that. You know, if somebody else don't like this person and you got a loyalty, built a loyalty, leave that to them. We're not kids. That's you have to deal with that. But this is a relationship that I have built and this person ain't showed me nothing flaw. So if that is the case that the next person has, let me see that for myself. But I'm not gonna shake up something that I built and then now I'm pulling out of the loyalty bag because I'm going off of how you feel about a situation because we was cool at a point of time.
Yeah.
So now I just messed up a potential great relationship because 9 times out of 10, you ain't telling them what you did. You feel what I'm saying?
So just because we rock and you don't rock with them don't mean I don't rock with them because I got a different relationship.
The relationship you build. You don't know what relationship I built with this person. You don't know what me and this person then did or what this person didn't help me with, whatever it may be. You know, it's about loyalty.
So I'm gonna get back to that part I just mentioned, but when you say loyalty, and it's funny because I normally got my notes in here, and on the way here I was like, I'm gonna ask, when you hear the word loyalty, what is something you think of, right? And so I'm gonna ask you. It's crazy because you mentioned loyalty. When you hear the word loyalty, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Solitude, a person that you know that's, when you ain't in the room, they solid behind your name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Loyalty takes a different type of breed of a person because people, it's too many monkey see, monkey do's. And you will be in a room with people and there might be 7 people over here that's talking bad on this person or saying something about this person. But as long as you can step back like, hey, you know, you can do it professionally, whatever environment you are. It doesn't have to be no beef or anything like that. But to me, loyalty is just, what do you say in a room full of people to protect my name when people are speaking badly or trying to throw my name under the gutter?
Yeah.
How do you handle it? Because you could come back and tell me, oh, such said, such and such. Okay, what?
What'd you say?
Yeah.
I said it.
Because they go do that anyway. They talked about Jesus like a dog.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? They're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
But my thing. What did you say? Like you said, that's where the loyalty stands. That's what I think about. Solitude. How are you handling me? How is you protecting my name?
I like that. I like that. Okay, so let me go back to the thing I was just mentioning, right? And so, because it's twofold, right? Like there's some people in my life for sure. I know that like if they ain't rocking with somebody, hey, I know this person. Think I got a home, like say the homie, don't mess with this cat over here, right? And I know the homie is such a solid individual that if he don't mess with bro over here, it's gotta be a reason, right? Versus like the petty, like nah, since I don't like him, you don't like him,
You don't like him.
right? How do you discern that between like, yo, this is, I know how you are, I know your character, and if you ain't rocking with it, then it's gotta be. If you said the shit stink, then the shit gotta stink.
People like that in my life, I know them people,
Okay.
you know. So if I know this person, like, hey, you had to do something. They just don't. They're just too good of a person. Or
Word.
I've never heard one bad person or one person say one bad thing about this person. So them people I know.
Okay.
You know, those are people that's, if somebody comes to me with something, I'm like, yeah, hey, to each his own, respect, but y'all gotta deal with that because there's nothing you can tell me to change my mind about this person.
100%, 100%. Okay. I just had to check the temperature in there. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's something that you see a lot, right? Because it can be, especially as in business and different relationships, right? Like, it's funny, I got a 17-year-old daughter, and when she was in middle school, and she would come home talking about other girls, I'm off top, like,
Wow.
I'm not gonna say what I would say, right?
Yeah.
But then it grew to a point where it was like I'm trying to offer different perspectives and empathetic pieces of it, right? And now, as my daughter's continued to grow, I'm like, yeah, it ain't much that. If she's telling me about another girl and they ain't rocking, F them.
Yeah.
Again, like how I started from the beginning. But there's also partners of mine where I'm like, well, bro, you kind of showed me who you are. And so now when somebody else bring it up, I can see why they would say that about you. You know what I mean? Like it's a...
You just gotta sit back and see their character for the most part. It's I'll sit in a room and watch a person. Like
Yeah.
if somebody have got in my ear, sometimes I just sit back. I come in the room, I ain't gonna say nothing. Y'all conversate, oh, how y'all doing? What's up? You know?
Yeah.
And I sit back and I evaluate and I'm like, dang, okay. Dang. And I might pick up something like, oh, that's like you said.
Now I
That's
see
what
it,
that was
right?
saying, yeah.
Because it's twofold too, right? Like, and it's like I tell you, yo, so-and-so got a big ass nose, right? Now the first thing when you you checking for like, his nose is kind of big. So now I'm planting this seed, this thought about this person,
Yeah.
right? But being able to have that discernment to shift and be like, no, I'm not even checking for the nose. I'm not checking for this character trait, right? Ooh, my mind is moving a million miles per hour. Because I've seen it happen a lot. And I shout out my wife because she'll call some shit out quick too. She'll be like...
As she should. Shout out to wife.
She behind the scenes, man. For those that's tapped into Thinking Out Loud, I got the CEO and owner of Two Beats Boutique behind the scenes today. It's kind of fire. But it's a real thing, right? And having that somebody else that could cover your blind spots is key too, right? That accountability partner. So we all over the place. But okay, let's shift perspectives a little bit, shift conversation a little bit. So, one of my favorite segments of Thinking Out Loud is Can I Talk My Shit? So obviously when I was a rapper, that was my slogan, Can I Talk My Shit? And I'm gonna say what I wanna say, ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about what I got to say, right? So this is your opportunity to talk your shit. And I love when we was messaging, he was like, yo, I'm glad to come back because I got a lot to say.
Yes.
Right, so this is your moment. To talk your shit. Talk to the people. I'm gonna sit back and just let you do your thing. What you got to get off your chest?
You know, I've been going through some things, you know what I'm saying? And it has taught me to really hold my tongue in a way. Because some stuff is just better unsaid and just pull away.
Okay.
You know, I think people, when it comes to, I'm finna dive into business.
Let's go.
When it comes to business, you have to know how to separate your emotions and your personal relationships because it's not gonna work.
That's a word.
You know, you gotta not put when you come in and you striving to build a business, you can't be coming in with all that emotion and stuff. This is not what we're doing here. It's gonna mess up everything. I need you to come in here with some clarity and come here for what we came to do.
Yeah.
Without all the emotions. Because if you're all over the place and your emotions is everywhere, to me, you're not even thinking clearly. So how am I gonna depend on you to run a business and you coming in here emotional all the time?
Yeah.
So when it comes to business, I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs in this world. And I just wanna say this because I've experienced it. Watch who you do business with. And most importantly, know what you want out of your business. Know what you want out of the long term for your business. And not let any emotional traction come in the way of that. Because once a person starts seeing there's potential in your business or potential in anything that you're trying to build, believe me, them emotional monsters are gonna come. Because sometimes it's just to shake the foundation because they mad they're not doing this certain thing. Or, you know, you have them people that everybody want to be on the front line. Everybody want to be on the front line. This ain't what this is supposed to be. This is an assembly line. Everybody has a part to play. Ain't nobody bigger than the program.
Ooh, ain't nobody bigger than the program. That's a word.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you in a business and you're going into business with individuals, it's very important that you know their character. Know their character, because you could be going into business with a person that don't even know how to deal with hardship in their personal life.
Yeah.
So I say this to say, be careful
Yeah.
in the entrepreneurship world, because it can get very real, and just know what you want out of it. Don't go in there cloudy minded, just doing shit, but just know what you want out of it. Especially when you do have business partners, you have to know what you want out of it. You gotta be stern, because we doing this to feed the family.
Yeah.
You know, anything that anybody is doing in their building, we're doing it to feed our family. I don't know about you, but I got a family to feed.
Off top. Off top.
Like, you know what I'm
Off
saying?
top.
So I just thought that was a message that I feel like just especially within our community, like we really need to start learning how to separate emotions when you're building business. Like you have to.
It's wild you say that. So I've been in like corporate spaces, and what I love, I've learned so much, right? Just observing and watching. And I've seen folks go at it in a boardroom or in like an office space, and white folks, right? And then afterwards, they're going out to lunch, they're going out golfing, because whatever they're talking about is business. And when I leave here, business is over. It's business, not personal. I definitely think minority spaces, right? We take it personal too often. And I think a lot of the times it's because it's our babies, right? And we sensitive about our baby, whatever we create and whatever we made, like, yo, you can't talk crazy about mine, right? And it takes that discernment to recognize when is the feedback, when is it criticism, when is it constructive, when is it somebody being emotional, right? And then it's even ill just the contradictions in life, or the opposite sides of life. So we were just talking about people and how they speak on you, and that loyalty thing, right? But on the other side, in the business world, we need references.
Absolutely.
So I can have somebody that speak on your character, that I know how you rock and how you vibe, and so they can vouch for you. And then I can go back to them like, you know, hey, your girl was not what you said they was gonna be, or I thank you for bringing them my way because they were amazing, right? And so that business and that personal side is such a real thing. And I think as many folks jump into entrepreneurship, because it's an abundance of entrepreneurs, because everybody wants to own their own, right? It takes, you said earlier, that customer service piece, right? We were talking about Nelson's Kitchen and just that growth there, but just people in general may be good at what they do, but not good at how they handle relationships and how they handle people. And that can kill your business.
Absolutely.
That can kill your relationships that help build your business. So I'm glad you spoke on that.
Yes, I just think that's very important. You know, I've been dealing with some things from business, so I'm like, I know it's people that's probably dealing with similar situations or anything when it comes to building a business or bringing a team together, trying to get everybody to grow.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's tough.
How do you work towards getting the team to see the vision collectively?
Oh my God, it's been a struggle. It's definitely been a struggle. But one thing I have learned
Okay.
during the process, when you get that team and you feel like, okay, everybody sees the vision, we on the right track. But you have to understand, through the midst of that, that goes back to, you don't know who don't even know how to deal with life drastic situations or behind closed doors. You don't know who can handle this for real, because entrepreneurship is nothing easy. Nothing. Sometimes we pay robbing Paul to pay Pal.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we losing money on investments. This is a part of the game. And you got them people that they can't pay their rent for 1 month and they're in shambles.
Yeah.
You know, so people, them type of characteristics. Now let me get back to the question. Your team, the people that are not supposed to be there, let's say I start with 10 people. By the time we get into them peak moments and we're getting closer and closer and closer, because we didn't went through hell and we getting there, but it's just been some shit.
Yeah.
Them people finna fall off. So you ain't even gotta worry about it. They gon' show they true color. They gon' show they title without you even having to dig for it. You was not built for this, so you should never came over here.
Yeah.
Playing like you was built for it, because I'm on a mission. So go ahead and you already fell off on your own. So now we here. We got 10 people. Okay, what we looking like now? Dang, we only got 4 people.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
But those people that are still there understand that they are meant to be there. And 9 times out of 10, you was carrying dead weight that whole time. If I'm constantly having to repeat things, if I'm constantly having to realign things, you don't want it as bad. And you damn sure don't want it as bad as I do.
Yeah.
So yeah, understand they'll fall off.
100%.
They'll fall. The team members that are not supposed to be there, they'll fall off.
Every time.
And you'll end up with exactly what you're supposed to have.
Come on. Talk that shit.
I have a question. What's your business and what does your teams look like now? Like,
Oh.
they're like, what roles do they play?
So yeah. If they didn't hear, cause
So-
wifey behind the scenes.
You don't have the name.
No, yeah, but I want to repeat that question just in case it didn't get picked up, right? Let us know what your business is, as much as you I get it, right? But what your business is and the roles of the individuals in the business, that's what you asked? For sure.
Okay, so I'm an esthetician independently, but that's just what I do on my own thing. But I have a team where we run a content-based business. So we doing videography, podcasts, studio time, running events, hosting events. And from the start of my journey, it was a bigger team. Everybody was for the vision in the beginning, but when it got down to crunch time and got down to really seeing the visionary in a whole, you down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
You down to what's left, And the people that I'm left with, I admire them.
100%.
Things is gonna be ran a little bit different when it comes to the content-based business, but the people that we have left, we going for it.
Yeah.
It's ours.
You know what's wild? I pulled up a couple months ago and was just chopping for a quick second and just giving some different game around like team building and things like that. And it's wild to see from there to now how many of them fell off.
Yes.
That was in that room.
Yes.
Right? So entrepreneurship ain't easy.
It's not.
Right? Getting people to buy into the vision ain't easy. Leadership ain't easy. Right? Following ain't easy. Right? Holding people accountable ain't easy without people taking it personal. Right? But being able to see the big why. Right? Like, here's the why of what we're trying to do. What is your why individually, and how does it connect to what we're trying to do? Does it align? Okay. When it may not align with your why, are we gonna lose you? Are you gonna fall off? If I have to pull your coat and tell you like, hey, you know what? How you did that wasn't on par or on point with how we're trying to build this collectively. And if you can't take that type of feedback, you get offended, like you talking about emotions, then like you said, you ain't part of the team. you shouldn't be a part of this team because you can't take feedback from the squad. You know what I mean? Like, I love sports analogies.
Yeah.
Right. And I always sat back and wondered, like, everybody in sports professionally is the best at what they do.
Absolutely.
Right? Or they wouldn't be a part of the team, essentially. Right now, you have some that are light years ahead of some of the others. You think your LeBrons, your Kobe's, your Jordans, right? Your KD's, right there. There's a different level of gift. But essentially, everybody here is good. But why ain't everybody winning? Right? And then you hear stories from players and things like that, and they just talk about how everybody's not tied into the vision. Some people just here for a quick check. Some might have hit a milestone that they wanted to achieve, and now they good with where they at. Some people want to be the champions. Some people just want to, like, you know what I mean? So when you recognize that on the team, like, okay, you thought it was going to be a quick paycheck. It ain't that, right? And you don't want to win a championship with us. How easy is it to let go versus like trying to get them to double down because they started for a reason, right? You was with them for a reason. Like, how easy is it to let go versus like trying to keep them part of the team?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't easy at first because you always want to, with who you started it with, we going to the top regardless. So when we get there, we want the people that we started with, So it was kind of like a bitter moment. Like, okay, now I'm giving them a benefit of the doubt. I done told you this. I done expressed this. This is how you need to handle things. Then we following up. You understand. Then we following up 2 weeks later. It's the same thing. Then now, a month later, you offended by it. You feel what I'm saying? So we're not gonna get anywhere. So it gets to the point where, what's the importance? What are you here for? I'm here to feed my family. You know what I'm saying? And make a change to the community and what I see envisioning in my vision. So if you're clearly not on that, you're clearly allowing your emotions and whatever that you're dealing with, maybe you need to separate yourself for a while, and maybe when you get yourself together, maybe come back. It was like that for a while. But now it's game time. It's game time. One monkey don't stop no show. You hear me? One monkey do not stop no show. So now we got the people that's supposed to be there.
For sure.
It's gonna be a lot of changes. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like it's gravy, but we big dogs.
I like that energy. Like
I said, and if I'm being honest, I said this to one of my team members. A couple of them. Wanting him to be the cameraman on the back, to be exact. But I'm saying, y'all, like, I feel like when certain people are around, that's not really for the vision, or they see the vision but they don't apply themselves how they need to be, it's causing everybody to be stagnant. We can't grow with one bad apple. It could be one. And now it's destroy everything else around us. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like now that we got rid of that bad fruit, we finna have some good old nourishment, juicy fruit. You hear me?
Yeah.
Like, it's going down.
I love that.
And I love that for us. And I can really feel like, I know it's not in my lap just yet, but just with removing the bad fruit, it was like a great relief.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so now here we go.
Okay.
Let's go. Now we can align ourselves what we need to be, because now the people that is here is understanding, and we don't have to keep reminding each other of what needs to be done and how it needs to be done. We know what the job is, and we're gonna get it done.
I love it. Come on, every part of that. So something that I'm hearing, that's my alarm. That's crazy. My nap alarm. I take naps during the day sometimes.
As we need.
So something that I'm hearing through that is faith.
Yes.
Right? Faith in the vision, faith in the mission, faith in God, and faith in the people that's part of the mission. When you hear the word faith, right, what comes to mind?
Fighting through the storms.
Okay.
Fighting through the storms, because I'm telling you, something you may have had a vision in a business plan, whatever it may be, you envisioned it and you like, okay, we 3 months in, this ain't what I wanted it to be. We got to get back to the drawing board. We don't make it happen, but we got to get back to the drawing board. So I feel like faith plays a big part because that's all you have. And if you don't have that and you go in without that faith, you're not even going to understand to go back to the drawing board. You just going to give up. Oh, nothing's going right. Oh, this is not going this way and this is not going that way. I thought you was a big dog. Where's your faith? At the end of the day, we got to fight through the storms. Any successful person that I have ever met, and even if I didn't meet them, if I'm watching their interviews or their movies or whatever the case may be, I literally have not seen one successful person that has not went through any type of drastic storm in their business. So can you get through the storm?
Yeah.
You gotta have that faith. Getting through that storm, that's the only thing that's gonna get you through the storm is the faith.
Yeah.
Waking up every day knowing this is possible.
Ooh.
I'm finna see my name's in the light somewhere. To think like that, that's not no mediocre thinking. You feel what I'm saying? You thinking beyond. You really feel like that in your mind. But along with you feeling like that, you really got to have that faith to keep continuing because that stuff ain't going to happen overnight.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of no's before you get a lot of yeses with anything.
100%. And anything that comes too easy ain't going to stay long.
And it ain't going to stay long.
Come on, listen. I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. Now my mind is moving a million miles per hour. We could talk all day about this part, right? Because it's definitely, it's a crazy faith. It's almost like a piece. You have to be crazy to believe, right? And faith is crazy. It's nuts to not be able to touch it, but to be able to see it. Right, and as you mentioned, right, to be able to wake up and fight through the storms and be like, okay, I'm still gonna go get it, right? I'm still gonna go get it, and staying 10 toes down, right? When something else might be a little easier to lean into, right? I love that. I love it. I'm just thinking out loud a little bit, but I love that because
Staying loyal to your actual vision.
Yes.
You know, not altering it. There's a difference between altering your vision and just changing the direction that you're going to get to that same vision. Did that make sense?
Your GPS, you took the wrong turn, but it's still getting you where you're going.
Yeah, but I'm not altering anything.
100%.
When it comes to a vision that I want, we're gonna get there. We might have to do a U-turn and go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're gonna get there, and that's just is what it is.
Yes. Come on. On purpose and in purpose.
Yes.
Okay, so one last question I gotta ask, right? It's one of my favorites to end the show off with is, what would you tell Tyra 10 years ago?
If I was to, I would tell myself to stop procrastinating and just do it.
Okay.
Because for the longest, I was that person that just wanted everything so perfect before I did do something. And I've changed that. That's part of me has changed because now if I envision it, we own it.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like people, and mark me if I'm wrong, I feel like people like to see the journey of everything that you're doing. It don't have to be 100% right when you're starting out. They want to see it. So now that I understand that, if I would have known that 10 years ago, hey, who knows what I'd be right now.
Real life.
You know what I'm saying? So that's big for me, and just keep telling myself to keep faith, you know, even through the bad times.
Yeah.
Just keep, even what they say,
Mustard seed.
Mustard seed, still keep it. And as long as I got that, we on.
Come on, I love it. I'm all the way here for it. I gotta double back. You said people love to see the journey. That's something I talk about all the time with folks, right? Like people, they feel like they know you. They feel like they're a part of what you're doing. They see themselves in it. And when they're able to see you go from a fuzzy screen to 4K, right? When they're able to see you go from the basement to the store, they're able to see you go from wherever you started, right? And they're able to go along that journey with you, the behind the scenes. People love reality shows, right? And they feel like they know these folks, right? So imagine if you are winning in what you're doing, right? Like you're creating your business and you're not tripping off how it look. You're not trying to make it look pretty all the time. You're making it look the way it look, right? And you just marching it down marching it down. And then you're gonna get to the finish line, not the finish line. You're gonna get to where you're trying to go, right? And some people gonna stay on the journey with you, some gonna fall off.
Hello.
Like the business piece, right?
Yep.
Some people gonna stay with you and they might fall off and come back later. I like to say, hey, if you can come back on the bandwagon, you just gotta sit in the back now.
Yeah, now you in the back. You ain't Rosa.
You feel me?
We ain't in the front.
You in the back now, you know what I mean? But it's room, you
Yeah.
feel me? So that's something that I'm hopeful that you don't forget, right?
absolutely.
That the people tapped in recognize, right? Like, share your journey, all right? You don't gotta share everything, but share your journey because you don't know who's watching, who might be inspired, who might be motivated, who might, could pull up to you and give you a little bit of gas if you run out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's
Absolutely.
so much power in transparency, so I love that.
Yes.
Tyra, anything else you wanna share before we part?
I just want everyone to understand, wake up and try to stay motivated as much as y'all can. Keep the negativity away and understand that things do not happen overnight. I promise you. Just stay consistent. Try to be happy and positive. You're gonna use more face muscles trying to frown than smiling. So just be happy. Surround yourself around positivity and go for what you want. Go for what you want. Not what they want. Go for what you want. And that's all I'm leaving for.
Ooh, on top. Listen. I am prayerful, confident, and hopeful that everything that's yours continues to meet you on your journey.
Thank you.
Halfway, you feel me? Like, go get it.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you sharing, right? The sirens is crazy. I hope they okay.
Me
That's
too.
the third one that done rolled by. But I'm grateful, right, for you sharing your story, sharing your
Absolutely.
journey. And I know that wasn't a full piece of it,
Yeah.
right? But I appreciate you sharing a piece of you.
Yeah.
Just keep being dope, man.
No,
Off top,
absolutely.
on purpose and in purpose.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, and late.
Yes.
This has been Thinking Out Loud with Samuel David with my special guest, Miss Tyra, CEO, owner, esthetician, and the host of Beauty and Hustle podcast, The Biggest Love. It's been Thinking Out Loud, and we out.
Look both ways when you cross that street. Dot your I's and cross your T's. Measure twice, but cut once. Love life, live it up, bruh. Dream is good, do the work too. There ain't nothing you can't work through. And there ain't nothing I can't handle. There ain't nothing I can't handle. I look to the sky. And I thank God that I'm alive. I look to my wife. And I thank God she by my side. I've been through a lot, but I survived. It weighs on my heart from time to time. But there ain't nothing I can't handle.